Draw attention to yourself by creating an unforgettable, even controversial image. Court scandal. Do anything to make yourself seem larger than life and shine more brightly than anybody around you. Make no distinction between kinds of attention. Notoriety of any sort brings you power. It's better to be slandered and attacked than ignored. I'll say it again. Draw attention to yourself by creating an unforgettable, even controversial image of yourself. Court scandal. Do anything to make yourself seem larger than life and shine more brightly than those who are around you, and make no distinction between kinds of attention. Notoriety of any sort brings you power. Better to be slandered and attacked than to be ignored. That is the sixth law of power when it comes to the 48 laws of power by Robert Greene. Robert Greene is a very popular, brilliant author who have written many books about power, the art of seduction, and things like that. He's even written books about the laws of power. He's written books with 50 Cent about how to attain power on the street. And this particular book, The 48 Laws of Power, explicitly reminds me of President Donald Trump. So for those of you all who missed it, again, this is Dr. Kia Pruitt. It is Thursday, March the 30th, 2023, 6:34 p.m. And this is breaking news. It's all over the news right now. But I started this podcast with a quote, and I'll say it one more time, because Donald Trump is brilliant. Okay, a lot of people are going to be upset that he's been indicted. Some people think he's going to be arrested. Will he go to jail? I don't think he's committed any federal offense. However, let me reiterate this quote by Robert Greene again that reminds me so much of President Trump. Draw attention to yourself by creating an unforgettable, even controversial image of yourself. Court scandal. Do anything to make yourself seem larger than life and shine more brightly than those around you. Make no distinction between kinds of attention. Notoriety of any sort brings you power. Better to be slandered and attacked than to be ignored. That's President Donald Trump. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Somebody called me. Somebody said, my pet. Hi, it's my pet Kia. Hello. Yes, President Trump is a very brilliant person. He knows how to court scandal, draw attention to himself, make himself appear larger than life. You're focusing on him more than you're focusing upon anybody else. Because it's better to be slandered. It's better for people to have your name in their mouths than to be ignored. It makes you, what do they call it, notorious. It makes you infamous. It makes you, enticing. People just can't get enough of you when you are the center of scandal. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the breaking news that President Trump has been indicted. So I'm going to bring it to you. Probably have heard it because it's all over the news. Here is an article right here that he said he was indicted by a New York grand jury. He's the first president. Here you go. President Trump indicted by New York grand jury, the first ex-president charged with the crime. I don't know what crime he was charged with. I know they're saying that he gave Stormy Daniels some hush money. I don't know what crime you would be committing if you gave somebody hush money, but okay, I'll play along and I'll focus on this and read along and see what they're talking about. But this is a historic indictment, they're saying, with significant legal and political consequences. What's interesting is that we have been told, those of us in this movement, those of us who are reporters, those of us who've been following 17th letter, we already knew that he was allegedly going to be indicted and possibly arrested. He told us that. Other people told us that. But he hasn't been arrested yet that we know of. And I haven't seen anything on his Truth Social today about this indictment. Let's see, this was just updated at 6:19. It's 6:37 right now. A Manhattan grand jury voted to indict former President Donald Trump, his lawyer said on Thursday, making him the first person in U.S. history to serve as commander-in-chief and then be charged with the crime. Can you see how brilliant this man is? Courting scandal, making himself appear larger than life so that he shines more brightly than anybody around him. He's the first person in U.S. history to serve in this position to be charged with the crime. He's brilliant. The grand jury has been hearing evidence about hush money that was paid to adult film actress Stormy Daniels during Trump's 2016 presidential campaign, allegedly to keep her from saying that she'd had a sexual encounter with Trump years later. Now, this indictment hasn't been unsealed, so the charges and specific allegations were not immediately clear, but a Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, and his investigative team were probing into whether or not Donald Trump falsified business records connected to the payments in a way that could constitute a campaign finance violation. What I think is going to happen is that Trump is drawing attention to himself and courting scandal, making himself appear larger than life, and in a way that he would then flip the script, whereas people are focusing on him. I can almost bet you that he's going to flip the script and people are going to start focusing on number 46 and seeing some of the things that he has really done in terms of doing things that were unlawful and in terms of bringing shame to America. So I don't know that paying somebody a hush money is a federal crime. So I'm not sure if he'll be arrested or not. However, I know the man is brilliant. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I think it's really interesting. Not tomorrow, but Saturday is April Fool's Day. So we're going to see what they bring about in terms of the news, what's going to happen. So much is happening behind the scenes. We've been hearing about the BRICS nations and other countries joining the BRICS nations to drop the United States dollar. We've been hearing information coming out in mainstream news that people are turning to gold, that countries are hurtling or rushing towards gold, the use of gold as money. So much is going on behind the scenes. People have been getting emergency broadcast system alerts on their phones and on their televisions. So we know something is about to happen. What is going to happen on April Fool's Day? It feels like we're being set up to see something very, very exciting. Now let's look at what an investigative journalist just said. Mr. Wong, what are you talking about on your Truth Social, Scott Wong? Here we go. It's a statement from Trump's spokesman, Scott Wong tweeted. And it says, this is not an indictment of a crime. There was no crime. So you can go to Twitter, and look under Scott Wong. I believe he's an investigative, and he is an investigative journalist. He said it's not an indictment of a crime. There was no crime. Instead, this news is the indictment of a failed nation. Now, here's the statement from Taylor Buttigieg. This is an indictment. There was no crime. This news is an indictment of a failed nation. President Trump is promising to peacefully end the war over there in the ukulele and dismantle, you know what, those nefarious powers that enslaved us and save our country by putting America first. For that, the political elites and power brokers have weaponized government to try and stop him. They will fail. He will be reelected in the greatest landslide in American history, and together we will all make America great again. This comes from the CEO of the Make America Great Again Incorporated. So, family, I thought it's interesting that they said that the elites are coming against him because of what he's doing to stop the war and what he's doing to take down the, you know what, those NWO powers. Now, I have to be careful what I say because I reported during the CPAC conference that Trump had actually said he was going to totally obliterate the Eat Day 8 stay. You all that know Pig Latin know that he said he was going to totally obliterate them. And so now they're trying to clap back and have him arrested. But as far as I know, he has not committed a crime. You all tell me what you found out Let's see. Somebody said he was spotted on a jet to Russia. Wow. He needs the whole world's eyes on him for what's coming. He is brilliant. Everybody's eyes are on Donald Trump. What type of announcement is he going to make? What's he going to do? Everybody wants to know. We all have his name, not all of us, but many of us, on our tongues. He is brilliant. When you make America great again, you can make me a millionaire, somebody says. Why stop with America? So this seems to be something, a power move by President Trump. It reminds me of August the 8th, 2022, when his home was invaded by that three-letter organization. I said then, it was during the Lions Gate, I said he's going to come out roaring like a lion, declaring his victory, because that is what happens when you try to back a lion up in a cage and try to shackle him and try to make him look like he's crazy. He's going to come out roaring like a lion. And all they're doing now is just making him look good, even though some people think he looks silly and some people think that he's a criminal. We know that this man is brilliant and he's going to turn this all around to make this work out for everybody's good. Now, here is a CNN news article. Let's see what they're talking about. Donald Trump indicted by a Manhattan jury. He has been indicted by a grand jury, according to multiple sources familiar with the matter. The first time in American history that a current or former president has faced criminal charges. I just love this man. This indictment has been filed under seal and will be announced in the coming days. Oh my gosh. So get your popcorn. Get you some, if you drink Pepsi, some water. I don't know what you're going to drink with your popcorn, but it's about to go down. Whatever he's been arrested for is going to be announced in a few days, according to CNN, or that one source at least told CNN. The Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office will reach out to Trump's attorneys to discuss his surrender to face an arraignment. Let's see. The DA's office has been investigating the former president in connection with his alleged role in a hush money payment scheme and a cover-up involving adult film star Stormy Daniels that dates to the 2016 presidential election. The decision is sure to send shockwaves across the country, pushing the American political system, which has never seen one of its ex-leaders confronted with criminal charges, let alone while running again for president in uncharted waters. You all know that he's allegedly running for president in 2024, but I listened to his speech when he said, I'm running for president. I listened very intently and very closely. He never said 2024. He said, I'm running for president. He said, when I'm president, I will do A, B, and C, and D. He never said the year. He never said 2024. The media said 2024. The media seeded that into people's consciousness. The media wrote that. Trump never said 2024 in his announcement speech. Go back and listen to the speeches. Why didn't he say it? What? Because he's already the president. Trump has frequently called the various investigations surrounding him a witch hunt, attempting to sway public opinion. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to sway people's opinion by casting him as a victim of what he claims are political probes led by Democratic prosecutors. As the indictment reportedly neared, Trump urged his supporters to protest his arrest, echoing his calls to action following the 2020 election as he tried to overturn his loss to President Joe Biden, is what they're saying. But we know he did not lose. We know that what happened was nefarious behaviors, that the people, they did some criminal activity. He never lost. He is still the president. He is now the 19th president of our republic. He was officially inaugurated by the military. We are currently under a military operation, and Trump is the commander in chief, no matter what anybody else says. But I can tell you that the movie is ending soon. Yes, he's well insulated. He's going to be all right. Boom, boom, boom. We're so excited, family. I'm not worried at all. Somebody says, know what just hit the fan? You know what just hit the fan. So it's getting hot in here. So much is getting crazy. We're reporting on people call it stock market watchers and economists saying we're about to have a great big market crash that rivals anything that's ever happened. It rivals the market bust in 2008. I mean, so much is coming out right now. Silver and gold is coming off the shelves. Dealers are running out of inventory. Wholesalers are running out of product. So much is going on, family. This is it. I am excited. So anytime you hear that Trump is going to be indicted or that they're going to make an arrest, something is going down the pipeline, and that we're very, very close to the end. Can you all let us know if you're hearing anything? Put it up in the chat, please, so we can report it. Because I know you all get the news just as much as I do, and some of you do send me some things. But I was sitting in my bed and I saw this breaking news. And I thought, oh my God, here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. They told us it would happen. They told us President Trump was going to be arrested, remember? And they told us not to worry. Let's see if I have anything else here. I don't know if he's going to be handcuffed. I don't know, but he said he was going to be arrested. He'll probably make a speech, they're saying, from the court. What is it? From the courts, from the courthouse stairs. We'll see. He hasn't made any announcements yet that I know of on his Truth Social as of today. I haven't heard of any federal charges, but you all can tell me what you're hearing. I'm so excited because we're happy to know that this is almost over. We've been hearing so much is going on. We've been waiting for this to happen. PPN says all kinds of things is going down to cover for our RV. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy's our moderator. I appreciate you. So on Patriot Party News, they've been saying that all kind of things will happen to deter people to focus their attention on those things over here. Why the RV happens. What's the RV? The revaluation of currencies. Remember, I just reported earlier today that it looks like currencies are revaluing right now, or being reinstated to their normal value. And we know this because countries have had their gold, their commodities repatriated back to them. They've made announcements that our gold, we're working with other countries to have our gold repatriated. And some of them have already said we have our gold repatriated. When they have their gold repatriated or brought back to their nations, what happens is they use that gold and the resources in each of those countries to back their currencies, to support their currencies. We just reported earlier today that China and Brazil made an announcement to drop the United States dollar and use their own currencies. There's no way they would use their own currencies to trade if their currencies were worthless. We're in the middle of the revaluation right now. Not only did Brazil and Russia announced that today, which we already knew that. We've been reporting that actually for months, but now it's made mainstream news. But also you have Asian economists saying the same thing. Asian economists and central banks saying we're not going to use the United States dollar. We're dropping United States dollar and using our own individual currencies to trade for oil. They made the announcement just yesterday and today. So when they're saying they're using their own currencies, again, their currencies must be strong enough. They must be supported and backed. We heard al-Sudani of Iraq tell his citizens, stop using the United States dollar, stop trading the dollar, stop holding the dollar, don't buy the dollar on the black market. We can trust our own currency now. We're making our country strong again. We want you all to have faith in your own country, in your own currency. This is so exciting. We've heard, who else? We heard Kenya say that when Andy Schectman, the CEO of Miles Franklin, came on Tuesday. He brought up the video where the president of Kenya said, do not support the United States dollar. Drop the dollar. If anybody in my country holds the dollar, don't use it for trade. Trust in your own currency. We've heard the Zimbabwean president say that to his people. We've heard Ghana say that to their people. Then earlier today, I told you a list of countries outside of those that made mainstream media who actually came forward, many countries, to say, I'm joining BRICS, or I've applied to join BRICS, or I've already joined BRICS, to drop the dollar and use gold for trade. I've also brought you article after article that says the world is rushing back towards the use of gold as money or for money. I've brought you article after article that said 43 states here in America have actually, thank you so much, Fed Up Patriot. I appreciate you. We're getting ready to dance in the streets. We have our victory. May the Creator bless you with long life, prosperity, and peace. Thank you so much, Curtis. I appreciate you. Sending you love and abundance and joy. It's time to trap around for the what do you say? Trap around all those who were treasonous. Absolutely. A Dallas commentator, what you say? For PPN is a financial expert with great ties and knowledge of the RV. He says, get ready and buckle up. It could be a 1 to 3 kickoff. Thank you so much. We're here, family. So all these countries, thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you, Sister Valerie. I'm so excited. I appreciate you. The Creator bless you with long life, prosperity, and peace. Our time is here. Country after country have left the United States dollar. 43 states in America have repealed the taxes from the sale of precious metals. And when you remove the taxes from the sale of precious metals, you are acknowledging precious metals as legal tender, as lawful money to be used for trade and for commerce. Our time is here. They say when the praises go up, the blessings go down. I love you too. So I'm so excited. I'm getting chills all over, family. So again, President Trump has been indicted for what? I don't know. We can only, guess. They're saying it was because he paid Stormy Daniels hush money because allegedly he committed some type of sex act with her. I thought that, didn't he actually sue her and won his case because she allegedly lied? I don't know, but I didn't know that paying somebody hush money was a federal offense. Anyway, it's going down. I'm so ready. If you all have any news, let us know what's going on. Keep reporting, keep checking in, family. This is exciting. Trump with no ties to his double. Oh no, the Trump with no ties to his double. So I think people are saying that if they arrest Donald Trump, it won't be the real Donald Trump. The real Donald Trump will be insulated. He will be taken off somewhere, but maybe they'll have one of his doubles to be arrested. So much again is going on behind the scenes. He won that case already. Thank you, Sister Savannah. I appreciate that. Again, what is going on behind the scenes is that we have won the war. We have won against the deep state. We have won against the nefarious powers that enslaved humanity. We have won, family. We all together, we have ushered in this joyous time. We have ushered in a time of freedom, prosperity, sovereignty, joy, and peace. What did Martin Luther King say? Let freedom ring. Yes. Thank you, Sister Harbetta. She said, the USARCO is grateful and supports all your hard work. Thank you so much. The Creator bless you and have a smile on you. I really appreciate you. I'm so grateful for your contribution and the love and the support you always send me. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you all, family, from the depths of my soul and the bottom of my heart. And I am so grateful that we held on and we held our faith and we continued to report the news and we stayed together and we encouraged each other. And at the same time, you are creating your humanitarian projects. Gold Star Mother Susan Price told me she's helped over 70 people just since Tuesday with humanitarian projects because you all love people and you want to liberate humanity and help clean the planet. Thank you all so much. They're saying the POTUS is insulated. The return of the Kings 224, focus on the mission. Thank you. Trump is the greatest. 2 days ahead of schedule. We're 2 days ahead of schedule. That's right, because in 2 days is April 1st. We are warriors of Christ. Somebody please tell me what's supposed to happen on April 1st. Happy New Year. Oh, is April 1st the new year? Okay, I know that the first day of spring was about March the 20th. So I assume that was the new year, but maybe April 1st is actually the new year. It's so much going down. So much is going down. Yes. Kathy, can you send me an email again asking for her Gold Star Mother Susan Price's email, and I will send that to you. So this is a big chess move that President Trump is doing. He is going to flip the script. So remember when they invaded his home at Mar-a-Lago on August 8, 2022, and 8822 is a very significant number. That's the number they tell you to text at Trump's rallies. I think it's 882022 is what they say. It's very interesting, because on that day, the three-letter organization actually raided his home at Mar-a-Lago. And I think he brought attention to himself about that, because then that gave him the opportunity to talk about how unlawful that three-letter organization was. And he said, you don't have to listen to anything that they say. You don't have to do anything they tell you to do, because they're an unlawful organization. He said that out of his lips. And then what happened was the same three-letter organization, maybe a few months later, invaded and investigated number 46. So he's good at flipping the script. He's good at bringing attention to himself. So the Julian calendar New Year's Day is April Fool's Day, or April the 1st. Wow. April Fool's Day 153. Oh, you're doing gematria. Thank you, John Kennedy Jr., 153. Save the children, 153. See you soon, 153. Shut it down, 153. Total blackout, 153. Trump wins, 153. Thank you, 17 Cute Ranches. That was amazing. So April Fool's Day resonates on the same frequency of John Kennedy Jr., same frequency, 153. Save the children. That's what this whole war against evil was about. Saving our children, cleaning out those dumps, the deep underground military bases. This is what it's been all about, the children. See you soon. Trump is coming back. Who else? JFK Jr. is coming back. He'll see us soon. Shut it down. Shut down the eat day. 8 stay, for you, those of you who know Pig Latin. Shut them down. There's going to be a total blackout, and Trump wins. So I really appreciate that. I got chills just hearing that and just seeing all of this intel you are bringing in. Oh my gosh. Yes, Sister Kathy. Yes, I got chills. I appreciate you so much. So somebody says that April the 1st is the real new year on the Julian calendar. Thank you, C.A. Bledsoe, which is a 13-month calendar. Actually, we're on schedule because when they established the Gregorian calendar, they removed a whole month. So again, April Fool's Day on April 1st is the real new year. And maybe that's why they have us thinking that it's some kind of day you're supposed to do pranks, because they don't want us to know the truth that it's the new year. But our eyes are now all on Trump. What's he going to say if they do bring him up on charges I have him standing somewhere in handcuffs? What if he starts to just, I don't know, announce all the stuff that's been going on? What if he stands there in handcuffs and pull off the mask and it's John F. Kennedy Jr.? Somebody asked me that. It's a possibility. So all of this is about the children, and it's about to go down. I'm so excited. April Fool's Day, or April Trump's Day. I love it. If you all know any information, something else we should be reporting on that's going on, let us know. I love you too. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what you're hearing, family. Here we go. Palm Sunday is the start of the Holy Week. Thank you, Kathy. We're going to the sacrifice and then to a resurrection and eternal victory. Thank you, Christ. What a week. What a week. So much has been coming out. Mainstream media has been talking about the BRICS nations dropping the dollar. Mainstream media has mentioned the gold standard. They talked about how the United States dollar has lost the world reserve currency status. They talked about how we used to be on the gold standard, but I think they said Nixon took us off the gold standard. They talked about gold actually in the mainstream media, which lets me know that we are close. And this is a way that they can wake people up. Those people who didn't believe us, those people who don't think there's going to be a gold standard, those people who don't even know that there's about to be a major stock market crash. Now it's coming out in the mainstream media, and it will awaken them right in time for Trump to be arrested and make whatever announcements he intends to make. Now, some people say Pope is to go bye-bye or to completely close his eyes and transition on April 3rd. Wow, what a week. Oh, we were taken off the gold standard before Nixon. Thank you so much. Trump is in control. Yes, he is. We are so close. So family, think about your humanitarian projects, because we are at the precipice of complete freedom. Think about what it is you want to do. We've already talked about a revaluation of currencies. We already know that 209 countries agree behind the scenes to return to the gold standard and to return to global peace. They said, according to Project Sandman, when triggered, country after country will simultaneously drop the United States dollar. That's already happening. I reported that several months ago, how 80 to 85% of the world has already dropped the United States dollar and gone towards gold as trade. People wouldn't say that means we're on the gold standard, because they didn't want to be, they didn't want to jump the gun. But I said it because, I'm just going to tell it like it is. I could see that we were moving to the gold standard. And I was told about Project Sandman years ago. I just didn't know what it was called. So they said, when triggered, country after country would simultaneously drop the United States dollar, and then the dollar and every dollar denominated asset will plunge to near zero. We're already there. They just reported that on the news a couple of days ago, and I reported it from this platform, that they said that we have lost dominance, that the United States dollar has lost world reserve currency status. So it's happening. Everything's happening. And we also talked about the crack up boom, which essentially means that they'll print as much money as they can. They rack up the debt, they spin up the credit, and then they crash that system. And then they move to another system, a system that is based on sound money. Some people will say the nefarious beings planned this, possibly because then they wanted to usher in the CBDCs, or the central bank digital currencies, so that they can monitor every transaction. And if we did something they didn't like, they can just shut us down, shut off our money, shut off our cards. But at the same time, we think that it also could have been the good guys, the white hats of the military, the white knights of Nasara, that either orchestrated this or allowed this to happen, to do a crack up boom. Look it up. That's what it's called, to crash that system in order to go into a quantum financial system, a new system, a system backed by gold, a system, even though your energy will be red and will read your energy, it's only doing that to make sure nobody's using the money for nefarious purposes. So we're about to all be wealthy. We're on a precipice of Nasara and Jassara. We see it happening. Many countries' currencies have already been revalued. Even Al Sudani from Iraq said in October, I'm going to revalue the IQD against the USD. And he did so. So this is the revaluations that we've been looking for. People think that exchanging currency is the RV or the revaluation. No, exchanging currency is a result of a revaluation. It's the result of all countries' currencies having their currencies being brought back or reestablished to its normal rate, based on the resources that current country, has to back the currencies. So that's what a revaluation is, reinstating the country's currencies based on its natural value, based on all of the resources that those countries have to support that currency and to back it. That's the RV. A global currency reset, or a GCR, is different from the Great Reset. The Great Reset was to do a crack boom, to completely annihilate the system and to reset us according to the New World Order, to have us to use a CBDC, a centralized coin for all the world to use, that is controlled and owned by the government or those elite powers. That was the Great Reset. That's not going to allow to happen. We're having a global currency reset, a GCR, not a Great Reset, a global currency reset, where all the countries' currencies will be reset and reinstated to their natural values and backed by gold, such that all the countries' currencies will be one-to-one to each other. So that's it, family. That's where we're headed. Yes, we're headed towards 5D. I'm so excited. It's going down. Get your popcorn, get your water, your food. Asked my son to get more water today. Your food, some supplies, your toilet paper, toiletries, batteries, what else? Flashlights, anything you might need so that you can be insulated and safe and secure in your home. Some protection from your home, some constitutional silver. Go ahead and order it now. So hopefully it'll be delivered, or at least lock in the prices that they have now. Constitutional silver, which is known as junk silver because merchants recognize that as money, and or get coins or bars. Contact Andy Scheckman, info@milesfranklin.com. Ask him, what do you have in stock? What do you have in your inventory? Send me a list, please, of your inventories with the prices, and place your order now because you want to lock in those prices, because I'm telling you, we've reported this for months that economists say that the prices of silver and gold will boom. They will explode when the people that they call the normies, when the everyday people wake up. We've had banking crises, stocks to plummet, bank stocks to tank. Is happening, is going down. So again, contact Andy Scheckman, info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you so you can receive the best prices in the industry, and let's support each other and stay close so that we can continue to report the good news. Somebody says, I feel like my mind is leaving my body. Hi, Sister Cindy. And I'm having an out-of-body experience. That is something else. I feel so excited. We stoop to conquer in Jesus' name. We command all of this to come out and to happen quickly. Quickly. We command it by our word. This is 5D. President Trump is a 5D chess type of person. He is brilliant at what he does. Somebody said, get silver now. Absolutely, because the prices are like, I think it's like $23.50, something like that per ounce. It's less than $24, $25 right now while the prices are being suppressed. Go ahead and get what you can, because 170 years of suppressing the prices of silver and gold will end soon. The price suppression will end soon. So get ready. Get ready. And don't wait to the last minute, family. Get ready now while you can, so that when the emergency broadcast system announcement comes out all over the country and all over the world, you will have everything you need right in your house and you'll be ready. Can I send? Yes. KiaPruitt@gmail.com. So while we're waiting, or while we're sitting in excitement and anticipation of what's going to happen, somebody says we'll be fast and furious. Look over your projects, your humanitarian projects, and bring them on tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, because Gold Star Mother Susan Price will come on to fine tune your humanitarian projects, to review them, and to answer your questions. Again, she has helped over 70 people between Tuesday and Thursday, today. That was this morning when I spoke to her. She had helped 70 people. No telling how many other people she's helped. Excuse me, family. So people are trying to get a hold of me. I hope it's not. It could be some of you all. But so she's helped over 70 people complete their projects. Some people she's actually done a lot of the work. So don't let her do all the work for you guys. Bring as much work as you can to her so she can help you fine tune them. And that will happen again tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m. So this is the beginning of a whole new world. I'm so excited. Somebody says silver is $24.14 right now. Thank you so much per ounce. So go ahead and get it while you can. Start working on those projects. Kathy, I will get you Gold Star Mother Susan Price's email address. We don't want her to work too hard on tomorrow. So fine tune what you can, family, today, so that tomorrow she can answer questions and we can just do a review. I'll try to get $20 of each. My back reject payments and Cash App. It wouldn't work. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know what's going on with the Cash App, but I know I was having problems with internet all day yesterday and my telephone. 2414 equals 11. Hi, 17Q. You're really good at this gematria and this numerology. So somebody said you started getting physical silver 2 years ago from Miles Franklin. Absolutely. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They have been in business for 34 years. They have approached or are approaching $9 billion in sales. And let me tell you something about Andy Schectman, the CEO of Miles Franklin. He doesn't have to come on our podcast. He doesn't have to go on other people's podcasts to share all this information about what's happening and how countries are dropping the United States dollar and how countries are returning to using gold and other commodities. The man already has $1 billion company, but he's a patriot. He loves people. He loves me. He loves you. We love him. So he's here to help us. Again, you can contact him, info@milesfranklin.com. His whole business is comprised of family and friends. And he said, he's heard people say you should never employ friends or do business with friends or family. He said, he rejects that. I don't believe in that. He says, I believe in working with my family and people that I know, people that I trust, people that I know have integrity, whom I've lived with or worked with, or done business with, gone to school with. I support my family, he says. And as such, he's been able to grow as a business because he's only surrounding himself with good people who happens to be his family. So we here support him. It's a family-owned business. Andy is a very kind man. As Cindy says, he's humble. All his people have been with him for many years. That's true, Cindy. He's done more business in the past month than he ever has. He did make that announcement that recently he's done more business than he ever has done in all the years of doing business. Thank you so much, E. Taylor. Hello, Winter Haven, Florida. Thank you. You're a blessing to me too. I appreciate your love and your monetary blessing and your support. Sister E. Taylor, thank you. May the Creator bless you with long life, prosperity, and peace. I'm just so happy and thankful that you're here. You family are really, really blessed to have found each other. I know that or I believe that I know that whatever emanates from us, the energy that we've put out into the universe or the multiverse, and it has allowed us to attract each other, such that you are the reflection of me. I am a reflection of you, and we have been looking for each other, and finally, we've drawn each other towards ourselves. So thank you for allowing me to be part of your soul family. I am so grateful, and thank you for being part of my soul family. Here it is, family. I'm about to wrap it up, but I want to see if you have any questions. So glad you're doing better, or somebody was sick or getting better, or you're talking about me. If you're talking about me, thank you. But if it's one of our brothers and sisters, I'm glad to hear you're getting better. I'm smiling so much that your jaws are hurting. A good hurt. Yes. It's been a while since you've been able to smile this month. Glory to Yeshua on high. Thank you, Fed Up Patriot. I feel the same way, family. Hit the like button. Thank you, Kathy, for always reminding us. She's our moderator. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, please. Share the video. We are here. This is it. So much is about to go down. Get ready so that when it happens, you can be in a position to encourage your family members, to support your friends and your families who have no idea what's been going on. Oh, beautiful. Yes, you're our soul family. All of you, we're all one. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you. I was just thinking that. We've been enslaved together, but now we're being liberated together. This is so exciting. We're all going to be liberated together. Buckle up, family. We're about to have a wild ride. People's eyes are going to awaken. They're going to hear so much that's been going on with our children, about the war to clean out the deep underground military bases, about human trafficking, things, drugs, and how it's been brought in through the three-letter organizations. They're going to hear about something that was stolen in 2020 and how they tried to unseat 45, but how he really is still the commander-in-chief. They're going to hear so much about all the lies we've been told and how our republic, our lawful government has been usurped. But even though this news is going to come out and take them by surprise and shock them, we're going to be there to console them and comfort them, and they're going to have to hear this information. And we're going to have to be a little troubled. We're going to even have to be troubled by that so-called cure that they gave us, because it affected every last one of us. They did some hurtful, harmful, crazy things to our family members, right? And when this news comes out, some people going to sue a lot of hospitals and doctors. Some people going to sue a whole lot of people. Some people going to take to the streets. And we are going to be here to calm them. Somebody says Dallas, Iraq, and the Zim might go first and then alone. Okay. So we're talking about currencies. Some people don't know which ones are going to revalue first. They may happen at the same time. We don't know. So thank you so much for that, Kathy. It hurts when our family members think we're crazy. Yes, it does. It really does. However, they're going to see that we were not crazy. Everybody needs a good conspiracy theorist friend about now to help them see what's been going on. It does hurt. I cried many years, many nights, especially early on, like around 2017, when people very, very close to me called me crazy, said I wasn't, I was ashamed. I was ashamed to the Black community. And I always say I'm not Black, I'm American. So I don't know. You can call me whatever. You can say I make the Black community look bad. I'm not. I'm my nationality is American. How about that? I'm American. So even though I said that, and I know that to be the case, that this is my nationality, I'm about America. I put America first. I care about my country. I'm a patriot. I love my country. It did hurt when people called me names and said bad things about me. And they even tried to say I wasn't a real doctor, and they tried to slander me. But the thing about having integrity and living a life full of integrity is people can try to look you up and try to find dirt on you, try to find out, oh, do you have any children outside of your marriage? Oh, were you really married? Oh, is your doctor legitimate? They couldn't find any dirt. And this is why it's important to live a life of integrity. I care about what people think about me. So that's how I lived my life. Like my life is under a microscope. That's not to say you never make mistakes, but you correct them quickly if you make mistakes. But your intention is to live a holy life, an upright life, a life of moral character, a life of integrity. So that's it, family. My alarm is ringing. I must have something else to do right now. I love you all so very much. Somebody said, me too, Doc. Yes. I love you all so very much. I'm going to leave to see what's going on with Donald Trump. Again, breaking news, Donald Trump has been indicted, but I love him because he likes the court scandal. And I'll close again with the statement that I started with from Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. Draw attention to yourself by creating an unforgettable, even controversial image. Court scandal. Do anything to make yourself seem larger than life. Shine more brightly than all those around you, and make no distinction between kinds of attention. Notoriety of any sort will bring you power. Better to be slandered and attacked than to be ignored. Good night, family. I love you all. Let's stay in touch. We're going to come back. I just heard that the Pope was in a hospital. Thank you so much. We're going to come back and talk about what else is going on, because we know it's only going to get juicier. When the EBS happens, we may, yes, be under martial law, and we may be under curfew. That's why you need to get everything in order right now while you can. I love you. Peace, family. Good night.